And off you go. Oh, oh. That's a house very close to home base for Hypnos here. There's probably a reason for it. Just minimize walking time. Well, it looks like they changed the default HD setting, but anyway, I gonna plea. This is either someone impersonating Dennis to the letter, or it's actually Dennis playing as the Celt here. Pathetic. Oh, I don't know if Dennis was able to get the computer to play or not. Honestly, I told him to sign up, so we could, worst case, award admins and just confuse people. But looking at the chat now, Styx might actually be Dennis, unless we have other old HD players here. Oh man. So it's Celts. Celts happening to be one of Dennis's favorite sims as well. So if you see Men at Arms into Men at Arms, that's Dennis confirmed. Dennis and his 40 scrubs, as he goes by usually. Chinese start here for Hypnos. It's 32 seconds idle, nothing too crazy. It's a good Chinese start, I'd say. There's a limit to how low idle time you can get with them, because you start without food whatsoever. But in return, of course, you start with 3 extra villagers. So because of that, and because of their eco-tech bonuses throughout the game, they are actually one of the absolute best sims for RVBO 1v1. It's a very crowded woodline, but we're fine. Gonna push in some deer as well. Could this be? Nah, it's probably going to be some kind of Chinese scout archers opening, I guess. Chinese won't usually go rushes or men at arms because your start is so fragile to begin with. So, over at Styx's side, no deer being pushed yet. Also a trademark Dennis, he doesn't really like pushing deer on the open land maps. He does it sometimes, of course, but he does it better on arena where you don't have to worry about scouting and all this stuff. Oh, never mind, here's the pushing. 3 on wood. Could still be a Drush or Men at Arms opening here. 4 seconds idle this time as well, so off to a good start here. Yeah, you should have seen the in-game chat, Akkal-AOE. Default HD hotkeys don't work, but yeah, let's try anyway. That's wrote something like that. But that could be some next level mind games as well. Someone just impersonating Dennis down to the letter in the writing. Hypnos dropping the barracks actually. Are you seriously going pre-build rush with the Chinese here? Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't think I've ever seen that. But looking at this position here, the wood count is on point. The idle time is acceptable. But where are you going to find enough food to pump out the militia? I guess we're all right. The boar has been brought in. Did push in a couple of deer as well. It's honestly impressive though. This kind of management to be able to afford a Drush opening with Chinese like this. Barracks for Styx as well, with 2 villagers pushing in deer. So the Celts infantry moves faster, infantry units, but that doesn't apply until feudal age. So the fact that the Chinese player is going for a Drush here, that might not just only set back the Celts, but mess with their planned opening as well, which looks to be... I guess it could still be Men at Arms because there's no militia made yet. I don't want the wood, probably to compensate for Chinese starting with this. Overall, idle time now 1 minute 7 seconds though, so the production takes its toll on the Chinese economy. Still, Hypnos is 2 villagers ahead because Styx is also with idle time, 30 seconds idle time. Is he going to get lucky and find the militia moving here? I don't think so. And there's only 1 militia, about to be 2 militia for Styx. No gold mined. 2 on gold actually. Okay, this is looking more and more like Dennis. 2 militia, long distance gold mining, no camp just yet, no lumber camp. But Hypnos is scouting after pushing the deer. It's kind of limited. I mean, the fact that there are deer here could be an indication that the enemy base is close, but there are also neutral deer on HC4 Arabia, and Hypnos just stops by to poke at the blue militia here to let Styx or Dennis know that I know what you're doing. And guess what? I have the perfect response. I am outnumbering you in the army numbers. Why didn't the scout hurt the militia though? It did get a hit in. So that's weird. Hypnos about to find Dennis's side. Dennis. I keep saying Dennis. It's Styx. I have to be careful here. It's Styx, not Dennis. Even though the end consonants sound almost alike. Styx. Moving out here with 3 militia. Fuel age also on the way, so this could be Drush into men-at-arms, funnily enough. Or Drush into archers, of course. There's 4 on gold. Or Drush into more men-at-arms. Yeah, I keep calling Styx Dennis. because of the Celts pick and the Drush opening. But what really surprises me is the Chinese pre-meal Drush, though. I really haven't ever seen that before. You feel like blue is overacting to the two militias. It's blue that has 2 militias. Pink or purple has 3. I think I know what they're saying though. Yeah, there's more militia coming though. Ooh, just casually passing through an opening in the wall there. That almost... How are we supposed to see these holes at a certain zoom out? More militia! Ooh, endless, or at least extended Celt men-at-arms here. Can it work out against a strong eco-civilized Chinese? We have 1 minute 50 seconds to defeudal age. There's still an opening here, so it's just you may just stroll in here if you're the Celt player. It's still an opening. So even if you wall this side, there's still going to be an option to walk in here, I believe. And Hypnos is just chilling out to the scout here. I was about to commend Hypnos on the Chinese build order and everything here, but yeah, the idle this time is still low and feudal age is on the way, and the defense has been on point. In fact, 6-0 KD, so maybe I should be praising Hypnos for the efforts. This looks like a Drush FC build order by the Chinese for me, while Styx obviously stuck in the feudal age with extended men-at-arms here. Yeah, I remember they said that about Wildebeest, so it could of course be Wildebeest as well. Straight range for Hypnos here, so not going to be not going to be fast castle, but range blacksmith. 10 farms though, it's pretty significant, but it's Chinese farms, they carry more food. Good reaction again, the KD 8-0 for Hypnos. That's pretty solid. Finally noticed the hole, yeah. It's not like it's hurt Hypnos other than a tiny amount of idle time. And why do people do this? Okay, because they didn't scout the woodline, but why not just wall to the edge of the map? Come on! Come on! You could even save a gold here if you wall this section. And now he sees it. Kinda. And these Agri Housewives are going to take the long way around. I hear archers, but where? Over here, maybe? Yeah, so Styx has followed up not just with the men-at-arms, but a mix of archers and skirmishers as well. I think sometimes... So the Styx here is trying to... Either it is Dennis or is trying to impersonate Dennis's playstyle. Could be both things. Well, we do have skirmishers. Ubud then is on his 40 skirms, as he calls himself. It looks like Man-at-Arm is, or maybe he's been there all the time, forcing the Chinese villagers to fight. But look at the eco setup here. Hypnos is ready to click to the Castle Age, the blacksmith range. That's the buildings required. And I don't even know why that weak guy. Okay, they're probably trying to locate the hole here. And no, poor guy, poor man, he's left outside to die. And ironically, it might even have been intentional to be able to get the wall foundation up. But here we go, going to re-wall. Styx not succeeding in doing much here. No eco kills whatsoever. Hypnos left with one villager in the lead, but also on the way to the Castle Age, while Styx still has a little while to go here. The beauty of this aggression by Styx is that Styx's home eco hasn't been touched at all. So with comparable idle TC times, maybe Styx isn't so bad off after all. 2 more ranges for Hypnos here, so we're going to go full bonkers on the crossbow production here. Love the use of just one stray archer as well. That's another typical Dennis thing to do. But lots of players annoy this way by leaving stray units at exposed resources, so don't consider that a giveaway. I think Hypnos realizes that Styx doesn't have pledging either, because he chooses to fight the archers and skirmishers with archers of his own, or of their own. And considering the better upgrades and now with the defense coming in as well, this should be a decent, not great trade, but decent. Just taking the time to kite here as well, because there's nothing better to do at the moment. Good job of Styx to guard the gold though, but there's gold in the back unfortunately that Styx probably doesn't know about. So so even denying the main gold isn't going to do enough here. What it is doing though is it's still keeping Hypnos from counterattacking. Hypnos now with all 3 ranges to produce soon, as long as the gold and wood allows for that. It's a decent chunk of crossbows, as Styx is only halfway to the Castle Age. Hoy denies this accusation. You mean okay, that one denies this accusation? Hoy wouldn't know, unless Hoy is playing here, and then this is bringing spoilers. That's okay, so that's the Huang villager, isn't it? Just chilling out here, not even building a house. She's gonna build a seed workshop, isn't she? Well, that siege workshop might be better off at home. Looking at the crossbow numbers here. Oh, there's a tower. I missed the tower. Protecting the woodline and the lovely walls to the side here as well. What did this player have against the edge of the map? I'm afraid to fall into the darkness or something, or... Yep, siege workshop. Oh... Crossbows now on Styx's gold, the other 2 golds over here. Skirmishers coming to the rescue, but will they come in time? The crossbows are going to get solid kills here now. Idle TC time running for both of them. Is this all Coldner versus Dennis? Well then, this is developing into a Huang-style rush here, and Hypnos reacting with the defensive siege workshop, also a monastery. Can someone tell me whether Chinese get redemption or not? I believe they don't. So without redemption, it makes it harder to defend against Huang-style pushes, the siege and everything. Somewhat consistent production here, but the problem is the siege workshop is forward, and it's also forward for Hypnos here, but okay, there is a defensive siege workshop by Styx as well, to be honest. They used to have redemption and then removed because Reddit boys cried for historical accuracy. Well, you can't deny that it's also relevant for balancing. So, Knights raiding Hypnos' home base and crossbows of Hypnos pulling away from Styx' home base because the faster firing Kelt's siege weapons, they are nasty. Found the gold to the side as well, so mining gold at 2 spots now. Oh, good hit, good Magnon hit by Hypnos here. But Hypnos needs to react at home base as well, and somehow Styx is focusing down siege weapons from Hypnos as well. Is this going to be Styx's game suddenly? Now Hypnos is overreacting. Hypnos is pulling the crossbows back home. And the forward siege, that's being dealt with. This is so confusing. They're both at pretty darn high idle time as well. Monk defense obviously makes sense against Knights play from the Celts, and down it goes. Could get the beautiful hit in on the crossbows there, but Styx isn't paying attention. There's probably things happening at home base as well. Dealing with the forward rush here. Hypnos is transitioning into an economy investment now with 2 TCs, one on gold and one on the wood here. Well, guess what, guys? We have Celts Cav Archers. Not just 1, but 2. Archer, Knight, Cavalry Archer, Mangadon, Scorpion, Ram. Gee, I wonder who this can be. I have no idea whether Dennis had a computer to play or not. But let's assume he did, and that he's the one pushing Wang style here now. Clock is ticking though, 10 will just lead for Hypnos now, and since we're in the Castle HD technology, so the Chinese are cheaper as well. Good work on defending the counter-attack though, but committing to Celts Cav Archers out on the field now. What are they? Well, they could, to be fair, they could loop around and deny golds. I know now it's Dennis. Yeah, or someone who's been taking heavy inspiration from Dennis. Oh, nice hit! 1 for 1 though. 1 for 0 for purple actually. Good hit. But the siege rush continues. I'm assuming the market is being used pretty fluently here as well by Styx. That's kind of the trademark of the Huang style push. Market power. 3 DCs for Hypnos. Maybe that's the way to survive a push like this, because it's going to be kind of one-sided and slow, this kind of siege push. Now popping the spearman into the ram as well. Something that Dennis always does to protect his units. Oh, why aren't you firing on the crossbows? Get the crossbows! Hypnos committing villagers and crossbows with the siege project. Again, kind of arguably over-committing here. The Styx really wants that rage down and does get his will. But now the spearmen will be focused by the crossbows as well. 3 cav archers and counting. 1 probably going to stay... Where is it? Yeah, here's... 1 over there. 3 theses to 1, but now more than twice the villagers for Hypnos here. Army production is diminishing as well, and the crossbow mass is kept decently well by Hypnos here, who's almost with twice the KD as well. That's a very quick deletion of units, so I don't usually see Dennis doing that. So now I'm not convinced anymore. Can see purple being Lonzo or Akkal-AOE maybe. Yeah, Lonzo Wall would play Chinese, I think. I think he would definitely play Chinese. But Akkal-AOE typically wouldn't wall early, I think. Not on these open maps. Alright, good thing we're conserving the cav archers. The eco situation is getting further apart. Hypnos establishing a decent score lead here now, and may or may not be preparing the Imperial Age transition as well. Now going to stone for either a defensive or more likely an offensive castle. Yeah, but Akkal-AOE would play Incas, not Aztecs. Lots of wall makes sense though, because there's Chinese and Britons. And then some decent cavalry civs as well. And they're both banned Mayans. More Scorpions, are they forward or defensive? Yeah, they're from the forward siege workshop. There might be one here as well. You're gonna need a lot of Scorpions to deal with 29 crossbows though, and Hypnos is moving out here. That's a dangerous group of crossbows. No ballistics, funnily enough. But very decent damage from that Scorpion. I mean, imagine if we had a Mangonel or 2 here, that would shake things up quite a bit. 5 cav archers, 5 knights from Styx here, plus 2 is in for the knights. The cav archers have Bodkin Arrow as well, so the most crucial upgrades are in. But the huge mass of crossbows here, that's going to be dangerous for the home economy of the blue player. Random DC on the far out woodland here to hope to find a spot where Hypnos won't easily find. We got someone with OCD 555. What do you mean? Oh, the unit count. Oh, maybe. Maybe. I think Hypnos is happy here. Imperial Age is in. Is going for the Arbalesters, and Bracer obviously could easily go for a cavalry support here as well. Like the Cavaliers, for example. The economy simply allows for that. And the Arbalesters, of course, they're easily going to clean up this pressure. Ooh, big Mangonel shot from Styx over to the western side here. Still left with quite the chunk of Arbalest and no problem replenishing them, but at least a pretty hit. Only have anxiety and existential crisis, so it's not me. Well then. So Hypnos is with 40 military to 2 here. Hypnos basically has as many arbalest or as much army as Styx has eco at this point. So it's from 45 pop to 125 pop here. GG well played is called. Hypnos takes the first game. And in the end it looks like there's quite the skill gap between these two actually. But let us have a look at the stats regardless. Drush and Men-at-Arms. Drush into Men-at-Arms and more Men-at-Arms. And then into a Huang style Castle Age push. But Hypnos was 8-0 KD at some point, so great defense to begin with. Massive eco difference, of course. Instant Loom, is it hotkey issue? No, it's Chinese. So I would encourage getting Loom instantly if you're the Chinese. So home map of Styx is Hideout. So if this is indeed Dennis playing, then the Hideout playstyle should be another giveaway. But before we go there, let's go to the draft again. We have Chinese victorious against the Celts. And we're left with Slav Stutters and Turks. Turkish, huh? Turkish player needs to have Turks in the draft even if you won't use them. But that's probably for Gold Rush, honestly. Tatars could be Gold Rush as well. Berbers counterpicking to the Turks. But for Hideout, it could be Turks for Hideout as well. Actually, Janissars are strong in the Castle Age. But it could also be a Slab Siege push Huang style again. Aztecs for Hypnos maybe, or Britons for the turtly extra range archers. Let's have a look. Britain slabs. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Berbers is probably counterpick for that arms. Oh yeah, green! I think that's Lonzo Wall's color. Or they're just trying to be Akkal, which is fair enough. Okay, so 4 sheep outside. That could be disastrous if either player goes out early to lane. GLHF in the chat. Slavs equals Dennis confirmed. Yes, of course it is. And you also need to keep the gate open to bring in your hunt. That could be lame as well. If the opponent is early with the scouting. Not sure if the Styx even knows that the sheep could spawn outside, but obviously must know by now because there's nothing in the back. And Hypnos realizing the same thing. Could move out and take all of these pigs, but seems to be playing Mr. Nice Guy instead. And wait, he's still looking for the pigs actually. He's looking for his own pigs. Missed them by 1 tile. That's unfortunate. Don't think I've ever seen sheep starting that far outside of the TC. Oh, I've seen worse. I've seen worse. But that's unfortunate though. It's 2 sheep over there. Nah, not always, Dennis. Not always. It can spawn outside. Yeah, right outside the gate. Not far out. Not far out like this on the hideout. Anyway, this is hideout until we see any development here. I'm going to go slow. Still looking for those pigs. You missed them by 1 tile. Just go push your hunt instead. Oh, oops. Styx might find the hunt actually. Finds the walls. Peekaboo. Does green realize? Even quick walling is afraid of the scout. Wow, this Hypnos game has a good draft. Yeah. Maybe we'll see full boyars from the slabs, huh? Nobody cares about sheep. Are you spoiling us, Dennis? He must be very smart and good. Okay, so neither player is going to find these two stray pigs. They're just enjoying life out in nature, not worried about being slaughtered. Loom for Styx. Is this going to be Man-at-Arms powers? Yeah, the sheep are playing and winning hide and seek. Correct. Oh, the barracks is up actually. So not right for the castle age here, but the spawn kind of. I guess it doesn't get closer than this. That's a good spawn. Hypnos, if you read this, PM me. Ooh. Are you gonna whisper about the sets here then? Man, what if this is Dennis versus Hoy? That would be insane. If Dennis had that kind of game versus a player, admittedly much higher rated. I'm not convinced though. And Hoy probably denies the accusation as usual as well. Milling the hunt, typical Dennis thing to do. Slabs, typical Dennis pick to do. Someone must have really studied Ubo Dennis and his 40 skirms, if this is not him, but that's me. My perception of it. There's also the pre-mill Man-at-Arms build. First game was Chinese versus Celts. Yeah, I could probably impersonate Dennis's playstyle. In fact, we aren't that dissimilar. Okay, so Feudal Age is going to kick in for the Britons first here. That's bad news for Styx with the Slavs for the Scouts War. Definitely needs to get some hits in ASAP here for this to work out. Hypnos is 1900, though I would be very surprised to be honest. It was a very clean Chinese Drush build though. Feudal Age is in, and Hypnos wins the scout fight easily, of course. Out moves the village. Something died. What died? Yeah, anyway. Blacksmith Market for Hypnos. That looks like actually a straight Castle Age here. That could hurt against what's hopefully going to be not just Man-at-Arms, but also towers. But there's no stone investment here for Styx, so I guess it's just a Man-at-Arms. Only Man-at-Arms on hideout. That is ambitious. That is ambitious as heck. Oh, could have almost gotten in there with the pig, but yeah. Okay. No towers, just Man-at-Arms. Man-at-Arms archers, maybe? Or the skirms, sorry. Skirms. I'm going to keep guessing that this is our friend Ubo Dennis and his 40 skirms. Good house walls here. Hypnos already on the way to the Castle Age. And obviously not going to let the Men-at-Arms in and get in damage. Are there neutral deer on this map? No. Or yes, there are. Extra deer over here. Man-at-Arms into Man-at-Arms. Trademark than this. And skirms, of course. 4 Man-at-Arms and 1 skirm for the time being. And idle TC just ticking away even with the healthy slabs food economy that we have. Feel like it's too little too late from blue. Blue needs towers with this push. Archers takes too long. Towers you could build immediately. That's why Men-at-Arms towers is strong on hideout, but Men-at-Arms archers maybe not. Unless you build the range forward, I guess it could work. Hypnos with a clean build order like a boss. It's 18 seconds of idle teach damn, that's not clean. No army building, no. I guess you could make just like one Scorpion and you're fine here. So you don't really need barracks range and everything. Yeah, there's the siege workshop, right? Ooh, the men-at-arms are in! Is Hypnos getting overconfident here? So that siege workshop never starts, and Hypnos is going to go into a mini boom with the Britons here. Here comes the siege workshop right next to the TC. There's nothing Styx can do to stop that one, and that's... I'll eat my shorts if that's not a Scorpion and... or a Mangonel. Yeah, Scorpion. More cost efficient. Always a hole. Yeah, Styx made this one though. Styx is getting as a show here is forcing Hypnos into going into siege first, and then probably gonna go for the Britain's archers or even maybe longbowmen later. But yeah, just one Scorpion, not over-investing at all here. That's actually an indication that this could be a layer of at the higher level because of not making more army than strictly necessary or more buildings to defend. This is just going to be a plain boom where the Britain's player establishes a significant eco lead as Styx is still in the feudal age. Will be clicking up. And yeah, I can just chill out here. If this matchup goes to Impis GD anyway, Slabs have no answer to Britons. They could mass elite warriors though. Why not just make extra wall? Yes, Slabs has siege ram as well, and that's not the greatest for Britons. But they're lacking bracer for their range units. Why not just make extra wall all the way down? Why take the risk making 1-on-1? To conserve economy, I guess. Hey, Slabs have siege on the gear as well. It's just that the Britons outrange them. Yeah, no choke pointy map like hideout. The Britons extra range is brutal. Look at the use of that one military unit that Hypnos has here. Is using one of the slowest moving units in the game to scout the sides. Full armor helps. Lack of blast range hurts. Yeah, Britons can go into halberdiers against Slabs, boyars for sure. And boyars can't just make no, Slabs can't just make infantry, Drushina infantry, or help to their one either, because you'll always have the Britons ranged units to consider. Farming economy extending here. I'm assuming the market has been built to be used as well. More skirmishers. Double stable knights, is it? Maybe not. Oh yeah, there's one inside the whole base. Look at this guy. At least it has good line of sight. This is decent scouting until you get intercepted, and you probably won't even be chased by wolves, so I guess that's a win. This is just Hypnos scouting for the opponent and the relics, I guess. Well, at least Styx has the army lead currently. It's twice the economy for Hypnos. The idle TC times somewhat comparable, but there's about to be 4 TCs for Hypnos, so that's the huge difference here. That's why Hypnos has much more economy for the time being. Styx isn't doing anything currently. He's not contesting the military at all. No, the boom at all, but now gonna move out with the knights. Maybe we'll see a slab cavalry soon. The range is there, after all. But at the very least, Styx is not going to give Hypnos any vision here. Right, making good use of the forward builders here. Gonna take some stone for an eventual forward castle maybe. Let's see, some knights moving out now. Only +1 defense for them as Hypnos reacts by 2 barracks here. And some monks obviously. Will certainly get conversions in here. Does get 2 conversions. Will lose the monks, but that's still value. That's 100 gold. Giving you 2 free units. So, and taking out 2 free units with others. Bartos is in the chat. Hello, welcome. Still scouting with the Scorpion. Could probably even reach the goal with that Scorpion, to be honest. Stone walls. Well, if only you could hit the builders. That would be efficient. 83 villagers to 40. Well, at least we're not going to see Imperial Age Britons here just yet. But Hypnos' defense has been on point. KD 10-10 actually. Surprising. That's a bit surprising to me, but I guess we lost a few villagers and whatnot to Styx's initial push. Oh, will the Mangonel get the monks? It's too bad the knights were forward like that, otherwise the Mangonel could take out both monks in the shot there. I think no sanctity or anything for the monks for extra HP. So yeah, Styx losing units to conversions here, can't really afford that. It's twice the eco for Hypnos here, so Hypnos doesn't care about losing units here. The eco setup is heavily aimed towards wood gold units though. Maybe this game doesn't need to go to Imperial Age for Hypnos to mass a deadly army. And the Britons crossbows, they also outrange Mangonels in the Castle Age. Yeah, okay, so it's a little bit imbalance here, selling the wood to buy some food, and I was going to say go Imperial Age, but we're not quite there yet. The push has been dealt with, and Styx now finding himself outnumbered here as Hypnos is going mainly for pikes here, but Imperial Age is on the way as well. Could be instant halberdier if need be, or harvest. Imp with no army, so risky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 DCs to protect the economy. I think Hypnos is fine. Besides, Hypnos had more army than Styx. Well, anyway, just 5 rangers going up here now. It's gonna be not the teaser. What a boomer! Such a boomer. Collecting the relics as well. Eco KD 10-0 for Styx, but that's not nearly going to be enough to shake things up here. It's more than twice the eco for Hypnos, and Imperial Age just 1 minute away now. So Styx's push is done something, but not nearly enough. Funny enough, fighting pikemen with knights here. And adding some men-at-arms, quite a few men-at-arms here actually. Are we going to see longswords against the pikes here? It's not going to be viable in the long run, because the Britons will just make crossbows. Yeah, Styx only has 1 TC. Styx needs Rams and Scorps, Styx needs economy, Styx needs Rams and Scorps, Styx needs basically everything at this point. And now the Britons players in Imperial Age and making... yeah, I'm gonna get to the Arbalest upgrade soon enough. Styx needs love. Gorpats. Styx needs to restart. Don't be so mean to Styx. I put up a show the previous game with some off-meta rush into men-at-arms, into more men-at-arms. Really shook Hypnos' attention up a little bit, but Hypnos obviously the stronger player here. Much more economy, even now getting hand cart, and Arbalest Bracer is already in. We're now just missing chemistry. I guess there might not be a university for... Never mind, it's there, because... I was going to say because ballistics is in, but it's not in yet, it's on the way. Hypnos probably around 1500, could be. Deno, is this you? Oh, big hit! Again, the Mangolan shot. Oh! Styx with the positive KD now because of those 2 Mangolan shots. Nice. Sticking with Lonzo Wall. Well, GG well played. It was a fun game. But this isn't necessarily Dennis style chat, so now you're making me unsure again. Think it's Karadime. Britons on hideout? Maybe. Chinese on Arabia? Maybe. No, I'm with just for fun on the Lonzo Wall actually. 2-0 for Hypnos. Solid defensive player. Solid player overall. But maybe not top notch either. But indeed, well played. Let's browse through the scores. And I'll be moving on to Arena Classic. Ridiculous eco difference here between the Britons and Slavs. GG.